我今天待会儿去见这个乌克兰小姑娘，我感觉我已经好几天没刮胡子了，然后要不然像个怪大叔一样。
And then I just heard the explosion outside the window, and then I just realized that no, it's not a dream, that's a reality.
我不忍心去问。
这个世界真的变得更糟糕了吗？这是即将30岁的我对世界的疑问。2020年之后，世界变得动荡不堪，疫情反复，局部战争，经济下滑，似乎每一件事都牵动着人类的命运。生活在互联网时代的我们，也不知不觉间被淹没在了自己构筑的高墙之内。愤怒与冲突取代了沟通与对话。我是一个理想主义者，希望通过一场探索与对话，探寻这个问题的答案。我将从荷兰出发，一路向北至北极圈，与不同背景的人对话，与陌生人对话。世界真的变得更糟糕了吗？前路多歧途，愿可摘星辰。2022年8月16日，我们来到德国的一座小城市盖尔森基兴。这座城市对国人而言或许有一些陌生，但我们一定对德国的某一个区域并不陌生——鲁尔区。20世纪早期，盖尔森基兴是鲁尔区乃至欧洲最重要的采煤城市之一，因此被冠名为千火之城。但这次我来，并不是为了探寻鲁尔区的兴衰，而是为了拜访一位只见过一面的朋友。我挺难想象，就美云也经历过这些的。尤利娅是我们在鹿特丹拍摄预告片时遇见的，美云是她的中文名字。光看外表，你很难想象这个甜美开朗的乌克兰姑娘已经被迫离开故土，成为住在德国某寄宿家庭的难民之一。她也没有讲过这一段经历，她怎么样，就从一个难民，然后从那边到这边的经历。我也不忍心去问。
姑娘，我感觉我已经好几天没刮胡子了，然后要不然像个怪大叔一样。出发。So we're going to have the Chinese food. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, I love Chinese food.
What kind of Chinese food do you like?
Everything that is not so spicy.
Everything not so spicy. But I'm from Sichuan.
Oh God, okay.
假如没有这场战争，尤利娅应该已经在中国开始自己的中文硕士学习生涯。
I didn't know your Chinese level. I didn't know what kind of level do you have. Can you maybe the very brief introduction of yourself in Chinese? Can you do that?
Okay, I haven't done it for a lot of time. Okay, so 你好，我叫吴丽亚，这是我的乌克兰的名字。我的中文的名字是美云，但是我还说过了，我不怎么喜欢这个名字。那我是从乌克兰的城市叫维尼察来的，但是因为战争我要去德国，所以现在我住在这个城市 Gelsenkirchen 盖尔森基兴。我在波兰学过英语和汉语专业，但是然后我意识到我想回去乌克兰。我回去了，我有晚上课，我在哈尔滨国际大学有汉语课，但是我已经毕业了。那现在我想知道将来我想做什么，因为说实话我还不知道。我的爱好是弹吉他，看书，特别是心理学书，和学习中文、 不是英国英语，波兰语、德语，但是将来我也想学习汉语，Korean 汉语。
That's already beyond my imagination already. I think that's really, really good. Yeah.
I wanted to learn a foreign language. At first I was thinking of English. But English is something that everyone should say. I would say even must speak in order to have better career chances, to travel abroad freely. And so I realized that English, it wouldn't surprise anyone. Then I thought of German, but I realized that there were already many people who were speaking German, especially in my city. And so I realized, okay, let's pick something from another linguistic group. And then I just realized that it's either Korean or Chinese. But my parents told me that, well, you know, have a look, all technologies, they are made in China, and it's much better for your career prospects. And so I tried it, I liked it, and I'm still continue studying that, but on my own this time.
So at the very beginning, it's not like the self-motivated. Actually, your parents give you some advice about like the trend of the whole world. Like China, maybe it's like the upward developing, and then, like it may create like some more chance for the future opportunity.
Yeah, in my head, I realized that okay, if I listen and speak with my hand, not with my heart, I realized that Chinese would be a better option.
And do you watch any like the Chinese episode or I'd say the TV shows? Yeah.
TV shows. I was interested in one singing contest, but I forgot this name.
春天有你
Singing contest where there are like 100 people, I think, girls or boys.
青春有你
Maybe. I remember that I've heard that there was a scandal with yogurt. Those at the yogurt on the bottles there was a code to vote, and there was someone who was pouring away this yogurt in some on earth, I think somewhere. So not drink it, but pouring it away to.
Oh yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
It's so sad. What you heard is all about like negative side.
But you know, I love China. I love looking at those picturesque views. My dream is to see, oh god, how it's called, where Avatar film was made. Zhangjiajie, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, like sorry, I was talking about some like the Sichuan dialect. Sorry. Yeah, 张家界.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's Avatar. So they shoot the film, part of it, especially like the last fight, right?
Yeah.
So it's all about yeah.
Yeah, so I like the nature, like talking about, seeing the picture of the nature. Unfortunately, I haven't seen anything with my own eyes in real life. I just saw everything on the TV, on the internet, but I love it so much.
It's good you are interested in, like, you already know 张家界, but it's a pity that you only know 张家界.
No,
Yeah, I will show. Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry. Like.
尤利娅出生在乌克兰一个和睦的4口之家，母亲是音乐家，父亲是一名工人，弟弟刚上小学不久。
my family, I would describe us as workaholics. That is why when we have holidays, we're like, okay, let's stay at home, let's watch something together, like a movie, let's bake something together, but let's just be at home and don't rush somewhere. But when we would have very large vacation, like for example in summer, we usually would go somewhere like to the sea. We wanted to go together to the mountain, and we were planning to do that this summer, but it was before the war. And I hope that one day we can make it true.
Before the war, like, how was your life looks like?
Well, that's the thing that almost every time brings me to tears, because I was thinking about that so often. So I found a job. I had a plan. I had a dream of going to one specific place, and so I thought, well, I earn money on this job, and then I can go there by myself. I was about to move into another apartment.
In Poland?
No, in Ukraine.
Okay.
In Ukraine. Some online studying with Chinese university, then work, helping at home. and then I would go somewhere with my friends, especially on weekdays. Oh no, weekends.
Weekend,
we would go somewhere together, like cinema or I don't know, just for a walk. And I miss those times so badly. I realized that I didn't appreciate my life as I should. But now when I look, it's like a retrospective on my past. I just realized that I had everything I needed.
What were you doing like at the moment the war started?
When the war started, well, the first day, I just remember that clearly. I woke up very early, and my parents, they were in a rush, and I couldn't understand like what was the reason for that. And then I tell them, please let me sleep. What are you doing? Or so loud? And they told me the war has started. And I was looking at the wall for 30 minutes because I couldn't believe it. And then I just heard the explosion outside the window, and then I just realized that no, it's not a dream, that's a reality. I thought that, well, it might be like not a prank because my parents wouldn't joke about that, but it's just a dream.
Actually, I have a question like the Russia and the Ukraine war, actually it's not started in 2022, right?
Yeah.
Actually, it's already almost been 10 years. I think like start from like the 2014,
Yes,
a lot of
exactly.
conflicts already happened. So why you only believe like when the boom happened?
Because this conflict it wasn't in my part of the city. It was, to me as a teenager, it seemed to be very, very far away.
Yeah.
And as a teenager at that time, I wasn't interested in politics, to be honest. And because I thought that, well, I am young and politics is something for adults. I think I was 13 at that time. And well, I was believing that, I wanted to believe that everything will be end soon. And I heard that people were coming to other cities. I had some friends who came from that city that was bombed. And then I just was hoping that everything will be solved soon. But then I just heard it in my city, and my city, it's not known for like military objects. It's just a peaceful city.
Yeah.
And that's it. So just an ordinary, we have hospitals, we have many places to go for an excursion, for example. We have the largest fountain in the whole Europe. So it was a shock for me.
You didn't really realize, okay,
Yeah.
it will be the missiles in my city, but yeah, now it's really happened.
At the time, I was a teenager living with pink glasses, and I just couldn't understand how in reality it looked like, how important it was. Yeah, I was then in studying, and I was immature, and so I can clearly say that I was living like in my own world, just thinking about my family, about myself, about my future, and that's it.
Do you think like after the war, then you become like the more mature?
Yeah, I can already feel that I became mature here. But of course, there are no limits, no borders for that, and I still have a very long path to go through in order to become really mature. But now I finally just put away my pink glasses.
Okay.
I know that when the winter comes, everyone sings like Carol of the Bells.
Okay.
And it's called, in original, it's called Щедрик.
Yeah.
It's like Щедрик, generous. It's like when you come, so we have a holiday on winter. And on this holiday, children gather together. They go from home to home, and they sing the song. It's like they bring generosity and prosperity to the host. And the host can give something like sweets, like candies to kids. And it's a Ukrainian song, actually.
But do you have like the Ukraine version instead of like an English version?
Yeah. But oh God, I haven't sang for a long time. Щедрик, щедрик, щедрівочка, прилетіла ластівочка, стала собі щебетати, господаря викликати. And it goes on and on and on.
Yeah, please, on.
Вийди, господарю, подивися на кошару, там овечки народились, а ягнята покотились. Вийди, вийди, господарю, подивися на кошару. And then вийди, вийди, господарю, подивися на кошару. Вийди, 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 господарю.
Жінка чорноброва, хоч не розчіта голова, в тебе жінка чорноброва, щедрик, щедрик.
战争开始后，一家人被迫分离，辗转多地。如今，他的母亲和弟弟放不下家乡的父亲，回到了乌克兰，而尤利娅只身来到德国，借住在教父的亲戚家。
And so his sister lives here with her husband, and I would say they are the kindest people I have ever seen, and I'm very happy that they're hosting me.
So they are a couple, and do they have kids?
No, but they, in my head, as a good joke, but a very good, a kind one.
Yeah.
I call them my German parents
Uh-huh.
because they wish all the best for me.
Yeah.
They always give me pieces of advice,
Yeah.
and they just try to disturb me from negative things. And they're always like, okay, we have this place, let's go there. We have this one, let's go there. Yeah.
Yeah, then you must be lucky because I read some news like some Ukrainian refugees they cannot integrate with those families very well. But sometimes you never know like so what kind of family you are going to integrate. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. When my mom was with my brother, when they were in Poland, I was very concerned about what family they would be living in. But I met this family once, and they're also very kind, and we still communicate. And I'm just grateful that my mom was in such a family.
What kind of the difficulties you find like in this city? I think maybe mostly like the friends, right?
Yeah, I would say friends. Yeah, that I haven't met someone with like people who I would have something common with. However, I start communication, and usually it just ends there, and that's it.
Your characteristic changed after you came here.
I would say yes. I became more self-disciplined, and well, what else can happen? I think I became a bit mature, as I said, a bit mature because I know that how adult world looks now. That now I don't have parents who would do anything for me. I mean, they try their best, but still there is not such a thing. Okay, I got this document, what should I do? Okay, yeah, we will do that. Now I have to do everything by myself, go from one place to another, and it looks like, well, a quest, a maze to solve those issues.
What do you think like what is the intrinsic thing makes the difference of the adult and non-adult?
Well, when I started behaving as an adult, I realized that I should be more realistic. So I would say adults, they cope with many problems and they have no one to solve that instead of them. And there is no such an excuse as, oh, sorry, I didn't understand it. I'm young and I don't know such a thing. Have never experienced that. No. Like if I got the problem, I must solve it, and it's only me who can do that.
Yeah.
And if I don't understand something, I must always ask that. So yeah.
当我们向尤利娅表示想看看家里人的照片和她战前的生活时，她说这些关于过去的记录都在 Instagram 账户被封的那一天消失了。
What is your comment?
The post was about the war that they took news but they faked them. They wrote false information about that. And I just wrote a comment saying how it in reality was. So no cursing words, nothing personal. So just a neutral comment. And yeah, it got deleted. And well, for me, it's immature. But well, that's not my problem, but of those people, because they will deal with their characters, and whatever they do, whichever results they have, that's all on them, not on me. I just know that I did the right thing, and yeah, I got my account deleted, but that's not a problem. Those accounts.
Have you applied like the appeal for that, or they even don't have these options?
They didn't have this option.
Okay.
They said that it's deleted forever, and that's it.
They don't give you a reason.
No reason. So it's just my presumption what really happened, but I didn't do anything wrong.
其实我有想到战争中遗失的照片和文件，我自己的习惯是照片都要冲印出来，然后我也会有手写的日志，但有时候互联网或者社交媒体，它似乎更方便我们记录生活、保存记忆，但事实上它们在特定的时期有可能更容易被入侵，甚至消失。我想说的是，文字和影像其实是很多人的一片精神自留地，而对于尤利娅来讲，失去了战前所有的有关家庭影像的资料，我觉得对她来说无疑是又一次的打击。
I used to believe that I can control everything, that everything is in my arms. If something happens, that it's my fault, it's only me to blame for something. But then I just realized that I was going to some apathy, to some depression, because I realized finally that yeah, sometimes there are things that I must get used to them. I cannot do anything about that. I started believing that everything happens for a reason, and what must be realized, it will be realized. And I learned how to go with the flow and understand that there are some things that I cannot control. Just not for me, and I cannot have an influence on that. So I just have to believe that okay, God will do the best what He can, and that I will get what I deserve, and all my hard work will pay off one day or another.
Okay.
Ластівочка.
And when it's over, then I want to see my family. I want to come back.
你今天是要为中国男足证明吗？梅开二度。
我不把他们当成一个战争的受害者来看，而是一个非常鲜活的、可以触碰到的人来看。